Hey everyone, so we are doing Bluebeam 21.7 deployments. We are going to get our download, which I've already gotten, but I'm going to show you where go to get it. So if you go to your Bluebeam Download Center for your Intune, you want to get the Deploy as Administrator. This will get you the MSI install package. You're going to download the latest one here. Like I mentioned, I've already downloaded this. So we're going to open that up so you guys can see it. And one sec to get to it. So we got the 21.7 zip file, and show you what we take out of this. So literally what we do is we come in, we grab the MSI for the main app, the OCR, and we grab the uninstall previous version text. All we do here is rename it. We take out the spaces, make it a command prompt, and then our PowerShell, which never seems to change, is basically the same three commands. So you go quiet installs for these two, the uninstall command to kind of clean up everything, and then you kind of run through it. That's all you need from the package, especially if you already have a previous version of any of the recent Bluebeams. This will just run. You don't really need the extra installs. However, if for some reason you have a very clean machine with nothing on it, potentially you might need something here, and you can just add those to your PowerShell script. But I know our machines don't, so we'll skip that part. We're going to go to PowerShell, and we're going to run a PowerShell script. So we'll go to and it's going to run through that command shell first. It's basically going to go in and remove any versions that it might see. Kind of as it does that, it will figure out we don't have it on this machine, and then go and start the install. So you see the whole script ran through. We're going to then start to notice in Windows Installer that things are beginning to run. So we'll start to see that. So we'll see these two run, and then we'll get our icon. I would say if you've had the previous version on, it can restart the computer. You can either in Intune set it to not allow the app to do the restart, to just alert, and then it won't, and they'll get a prompt that basically says like, hey, your computer needs to restart for this to fully install, and then when they restart, Intune will finish the installation. Or you can put in like your commands and stuff like that. So it just varies depending on the way you go. So you could also kind of they do have a line item you can add. So like one thing you could add in is a one of their install comments is ignore reboot. So you can disable the check for the pending reboot. They do have a note about it. You can see it here on the deployment page where you get the package. So you could add this line to your PowerShell script too. The one thing there is if they don't reboot, a lot of times you can not have the app fully functional until they reboot, and then you'll get a lot more tickets because like the printer's not fully engaged, or something's not fully there, or the plugins, and so I don't like skipping the reboot on this one, but that's up to you on how you want to do it. So close this. Oh, did I close my PowerShell? I may have closed it instead of minimized it, and looks like I did. So we're going to Too busy closing windows and I missed it. So we'll let that run. Didn't mean to close it. Didn't mean to end the install. So first it's going to install the OCR, and then it's going to install Bluebeam itself. So make sure we leave this window open while that's going on. So based on that, I think the OCR finished, and now it looks like the other installer is kicking off. Just gonna mute for a little while this runs. Alright, so we see that icon hit the desktop. We're just about there. We're going to go look at this. I mean, as I said, I've already kind of deployed Bluebeam out. You can see a couple machines where it failed because it hasn't redetected it yet. A couple still pending, probably because they haven't rebooted. But you know, this goes out pretty quick. We go to the properties. We can see, you know, kind of our install command, just calling that PowerShell script. The uninstall command we get from the registry key. So if I bring up the registry key, and you know, I did one previously on exporters, but let's find Bluebeam. So you see the OCR, it has its own uninstall command, but we'll go to the main app review. You can get your uninstall string right here. Just copy and paste that in. You can see we did that. We also use this key for the detection, so we'll take this and we'll key in on display version and we'll use that as the detection key. So you can see that down here. when we go to our detection rules, generally the registry keys are the last things made, so if that's there, you know it's been a good install. So you can put that in there, display version, do a string, make it equal. That way it knows it's good. And that's kind of it. You're kind of off to the races. So, only thing left for us to do once this install finalizes, which you know because it's the next line of the PowerShell, is to package it up. So we do, go back to the main folder. We call our package file. Our source is our input folder this time, and then our setup file is the Bluebeam PS1 file, and our output is our output. It already exists because I already made it, so I'm going to say no. But this would basically go through the process, or I'll say yes, just so you can see it packaging up. This will go through the process of basically packaging up your files. This one's about 2 gigs if you have the OCR and the installer, but this will kind of go through, and you have your package. Go ahead to upload it, make your Win32 app, and you're good to go. The one thing I'll say here is this part will always depend on the speed of your machine. If you have a real fast, high memory, fast hard drive, etc., this will go quicker. Just depends on what else you have going on. But that's deploying Bluebeam. Really that simple.